Now, since we only have a small amount, I just brought my small container. And this is a fine filter. Anybody recognize what this is?
Maybe good.
Well, it's a paint filter, actually. I get them in
Oh, my next.
So, what I'm going to do is...
So window screen and a paint filter.
Right, so because this is flat, I want to make sure I have something where things can go down into, and I'm going to just clip, hopefully this will work, otherwise we'll just have a little bit more of a mess.
Jesus.
Wasp, would you want to help me? Sure. Okay, what I'm going to do, you can hold this, sticking apart, is stretch this around and kind of grab the edge.
And all of this stuff is stuff you could buy on some honey website for a lot of money, I imagine.
Yes, but this is probably from, this is just a little, like, chippy from Target, plastic container.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to, I mean, for some things, depending on how you're working. This is a window screen from Home Depot. It's one of those. And I use it, I overlap it, because it makes the holes a little bit smaller. And this will for sure keep any wax particles out of the honey. And this is basically my frame. This is what I'm going to work on. And I'm going to press the honeycombs in here. And I just brought, you could use anything, a rolling pin. I happen to just bring my, came from my mortar and pestle. So what we're going to do, I want to trim out the pollen and get rid of the bees. We'll start with this one first.
But if you put it through the bees will filter out, right?
Yes, it would. Depends on how squeamish people are. Some people don't want any. So I'm going to cut the pieces up. But because the bees do that great job of sealing this up, you can see the sides, all the honey. Actually, you know what? You can see, if you look here, you can see the combs go down in that. So we're going to start putting this piece.
Can we also give people a piece of honeycomb to try just straight?
Absolutely.
Probably like bee poop on it.
No, there's no larva in this. You theoretically could have larva, depending on what's going on where your queen is laying. But this is all honey. How many of us are you? I just covered.
9,
11.
10. Alright.
It's the hardest question. And Kathy, this part, is there what's a special bracha that we could say over this?
This is a shehakol bracha.
Okay.
Just grab a piece.
You
You can actually eat the wax and swallow it. It's edible, and it is not considered kosher. Interestingly enough, even though
Grab some.
insects are not kosher,
Because it's raw.
Do you like honey?
it does or does not.
Still get some.
You're gonna want this.
Why is this good?
Seriously.
And the wax is like chewy.
Ew.
No,
They live in
Yep.
there.
Put your finger out.
Wait, could you have raw honey that's not textured in a kosher home?
It's
good, huh? Honey.
Honey needs a mixture. Except on taste. That's an industry problem.
It's a business.
Well, because there have been times when there's been not enough honey, and honey producers have mixed blood syrup in because it's invisible. It's illegal to do. It's totally illegal.
I would love to know.
Because
Chew the comb.
that's so.
It's like chewy.
You chew it like
So
that.
you have non-textured honey in
First
your
you
mouth.
crush out all the honey,
You don't need
and let it
extra
rip
honey.
over your tongue.
There are a lot of people that don't really know
I
that.
have some. Fun.
You like what? Yeah.
Are you sitting out with this one tomorrow?
About what?
Can you try some?
So everyone
I had
likes
some
it.
honey.
You gotta put it in your mouth, man.
Next step, you gotta take a whole chunk of
I just put it in my
wax. Just
Yeah,
put it in
try
your
one. This
mouth.
one here. Put it in your mouth, squeeze it between your tongue and the top palate.
You know how light the cone is now?
Yeah, do it.
You know how light it is. How are you eating it?
Pass it.
too much honey.
You not like honey?
So much deliciousness.
I'm eating BP.
No,
Bees
bees
are
bees
like-
throw effect.
No, it's not
Let's do that
bees.
one.
Actually, bees are very, very
I know, I
clean,
don't
and they
know.
will not,
Really?
they will not pee and poop in their hive. And it's
smart.
really funny sometimes when it's snowy in the winter, you know, like sometimes after it snows, you get a nice warm sunny day, and all the bees will fly out, and you'll see brown spots
Are you
all
sitting?
over the snow. It's because they all came out to use that.
That's awesome.
Good.
That's clean, you know?
Yeah, they're very clean. So basically, yeah, we're gonna, we just are gonna mash
We cook in the same
as
oven.
we can.
Oh my gosh, this is what do you do with the wax?
This is the old-fashioned way of processing honey,
Compost
and it
honey,
totally destroys the comb.
Wait, only raw honey doesn't need a kosher, right?
Any honey,
As long as it doesn't have flavor in it.
Like alcohol.
So how do you make, there are different kinds of honey.
How do you
So like how do you make, like, how do you make that?
We want to open up all the cells.
Like I understand it from like different plants.
Here, anybody else want to take a turn?
Take a spoon.
Take a spoon, take a turn.
Basically, when there's like
And all of this will
there's
drain
different
down into
seasons
the
often for different
takes
plants
so
when they'll be
long,
like
doesn't
when
it?
they'll be
It'll
pollinating
take
and
a while.
blooming.
Yeah,
So you can go, you'll know the bees. So like you know the season goes from like April till mid-May for orange blossoms. You know your hive is, you can see from the pollen that they've been only going to the orange blossoms, and then as soon as that bloom is over, you harvest the honey right then, and you know it's all nectar from the orange
So
blossom.
don't like the bees here, they go to all different plants in that garden.
So like
So there's
yeah,
there's
I mean Kathy would know more, but that's the basic
Do you clean this
process,
spoon,
right?
or
I mean, it's like here they're gonna go all.
I will clean it. Yeah, this
So
one
like
has
this is
to be
a certain
underlined.
kind of honey.
I also use
Right,
screens
this is
like
just
this
from
for
any
melting wax.
nectar from all around.
When I have
Some like
I have like a solar
no
charger.
exactly because it so when they can isolate
And all the garbage in
the
it.
nectar, so they might go to like Tupelo honey is from like Tupelo plants in a swamp, so they'll actually like put the hive on a boat and put it in the middle of the swamp where there's like all going to like the Tupelo flowers, and they come back and like after however long, then they take that and that's the Tupelo honey.
Yoshi, do you match or have a shirt every
Does
day?
anyone else want to do this? Guys, this is really cool.
No, because I wear this hat
That's why
most
it's
Yeah,
days
like
in the summer.
There is a little bit. There's a little bit, yeah. I mean, we can smash that also, but I just wanted to show how, what it's like, the way the name made of it is. So all of this beeswax that the comb is made out of is produced by the bee in their belly, in between, you know, they're insects, so they have a jointed abdomen. So in between some of the joints is a special wax gland, and they extrude little tiny plates of wax, which they then chew up, and it becomes flexible, and they build their combs out of it.
Is it used for anything else? So
No, only human beings use it for a zillion other things.
what do they use it for?
For candles, it's used in the candy making business, like Tarnova wax. Beeswax is also one of those plant or insect waxes that are used. It's used in furniture polish, shoe polish. It's used in all kinds of medicines, candies. It's used in soaps. It's used beeswax. There's, if you're really interested, look up uses for beeswax. Google it. And there's like lists on there of like 1,001 things.
Chapstick or
Chapstick, yeah.
So wait,
Where do you sell like propolis and
Propolis
That's
is
a propolis.
Propolis is a different thing. That's royal jelly is the other. Okay, I guess I should just talk about the main products of the hive.
But wait, can you just say what you said about the wax one more time? They have a gland in between their abdomen?
Yeah, along their abdomen, in between some of the joints. I don't remember which, what else.